Hola, gang! I am in Subnautica today. And I'm playing around with my stream right now. Trying to see if I have everything set up. I need to set it up differently from... I've got it all set up for YouTube, and I really need to start setting stuff up for Twitch. Let me go ahead and see if I can log in. I mean, this will give you time to file in. Let's see, Streamlabs. There we go. Oh, log in. And log in with Twitch, which I'm not used to. I'm used to logging in with YouTube. Hey, Vengeance! I'm getting everything set up here, Bubba. Okay, so that is for... Let's see, hold on. Let me just try and pop this out and move this over so I can see who comes in and all kinds of good stuff. Move it over to my other... Hey, Drim! How's it going, Mang? Just getting everything set up here. Oh, that must be my brother-in-law. He's gabbing with me on Steam. Okay, that is set. I got Streamlabs set. So let me go ahead and go into my XSplit. I'm tired as hell, so I might not say much. That's okay. That's quite alrighty there, Bubba Gump. Don't sweat it. Mang. Let's see, do I have something set up for... Let's see, hold on. Widgets. See, I don't think I have anything set up to announce new streamers and stuff like that. That's something that I've got to set up later. Not gonna do it now since we're already here. Mang! Mang! Okay, anyway. Hold on, I gotta see what my brother-in-law is saying. Did you... Okay. Just keep going around that area. Look out for the Warper. Okay. Oh, no! Not the Warper. Arg. Warper. He's trying to tell me where to find the gel sacks I need for my prawn. So he's giving me the coordinates. So anyway. So can everybody see and hear okay? Yeah, I was able to stay far enough away, but he kept disappearing and reappearing. Warpers are mean. Oh, they're mean. Didn't have to get too close to him. Groovy, Bubba Gump. Okay. Let's type it back. There were a few there, planted them, but not sure how it works. Okay, well, me neither. That makes two of us. So anyway, let's get in. I think Eric is Eric in here, Vengeance. I'm not positive, though, but I think he is. I think I gave Eric mod, and Drem doesn't seem to have mods, so I'm pretty sure that Drem is Drem and Eric is Eric. Oh, it's Becky! Hi, Becky. I didn't even know that was you. Okay, so anyway, I'm sipping on a Coke. I had a... What did I get from McDonald's for dinner tonight? I got a McChicken, and today was Free Fry Friday, so I got a free medium fry, and I got a Coke. Probably go over and get a coffee later. If we take a break, which we just may, I got to show you around. I've done so much in here since I last played. I just got to show you all the good stuff. So if you can see me, hear me, and if anything lags or it looks smooth, let me know. Because I'm still playing around with Twitch. This is pretty new territory for me still. I haven't dedicated enough time to it here. I've been scrolling through the best ever playlist on YouTube. Ah, okay.
Oxygen production offline.
Oxygen production offline. Liar. Liar. Dreamcatcher. Oh, okay. So did you just run out of space, or did you just decide to spell it that way? Okay, so anyway, this is my base. This is my base. It's so awesome. Let me go ahead and swim out and I'll show you. Okay, here we go. Swim out and I'll just show you around. Okay, so much to see. This is my base. That right there is my pool where I usually keep my sea moth. Pretty soon, hopefully I'll be able to put my prawn there, but my prawn, I haven't gotten the materials yet, but that is my sea moth, which I keep docked right there. Oh, other spelling was taken. That doesn't surprise me. I found the black cherry Pepsi Slurpee. Yeah, I like that. I wish they still had it around. I really enjoyed that. Okay, so this is my main living quarters right here. I'll just kind of take it by the... Now look, I got my own coffee machine. I can get coffee. The weird thing is I can't drink it. It's really bizarre. Yeah, it's just like, I think I have it in one of my lockers. These are my lockers where I keep all my knick-knack, paddywhacks. Let's see, where's my coffee? There it is. See? Coffee Americano, real Italian espresso diluted with tasteless American water. But I can't drink it. I can't do anything with it. I don't understand it. So anyway, I've got a locker and I keep like quartz and lithium in here presently. And I keep copper ore in there, which I need more of. And I keep titanium in there, which I always need more of. Oh, you have this game for VR. So you've played it with the VR? Do you have a headset, Vengeance? I would love this. This game to me is scary enough when you're in deep dark water, but friggin' I can't imagine the scariness of using a VR headset on it. Okay, so Vengeance is very familiar, obviously, with this game. Wow, pretty intense, I would imagine. See, now I just got my modification station, which is very cool. What I can do is I can upgrade stuff. Now, as far as the survival knife, I haven't upgraded that because I am in pretty free mode where I don't have to eat or drink. Because I wanted to play, I really didn't want to worry about all that stuff. But I did upgrade my tank to a ultra high capacity tank. As you can see, I've got 225 seconds of air. I also upgraded my fins to ultra glide fins. Streamlined construction enhances swim speed twice as much as regular fins. I haven't upgraded my propulsion cannon to a repulsion cannon. And the Cyclops upgrade, I need the ingredients for. I have no idea yet. And I do have a Cyclops, which is very cool. But the thing is, it's like driving a bus. It's just like this thing is so huge. The funny thing is, here, check out. When I found my Cyclops, let's see, where was it? Where was it? I'm trying to find what she said. She's really kind of goofy. It's like in Portal. She's kind of obnoxious sometimes. Her sense of humor is kind of obnoxious, but she said something like, the Cyclops is meant for 3 people. You got to be like an ultra captain in order to even dare to plan it or use it with one person, or drive it with one person, which is, you know, that's goofy since this is not a multiplayer game. But like I said, she's goofy. Anyway. USA. Hey, Eric. Now there's Eric. We're playing Subnautica. Okay, so this is where I keep my equipment right here. Some extra batteries here. And I've got an extra scanner in there and an extra repair tool. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my inventory here. So I've got a couple power cells. I've got this. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's just for looks. It doesn't even work. But I have got power cells. I have got a couple extra scanners. Fire extinguisher in there, an extra one if I need it. This is empty right now. Now this over, oh wait, I lost my way. I'm gonna need to make signs and put them up here using my Viking Pro tablet with keyboard. Oh, nice. I've never heard of a Viking Pro. Okay, so I've got lights up here. See the lights going on my Cyclops? I'll show you the Cyclops. But anyway, this is my living quarters. There's a little poster. Keep calm with a kitty. And there's the prawn suit. Once I get it, that's what I'll be walking around and swinging around in. There is my fish tank. For some reason, when it's dark, all the fish go dark. I think there should be a light in here all the time, but there's not. This is my bed where I sleep. I don't see any reason to sleep. Good tablet. Nice. Oh, farts to you, Vengeance. Okay, this is just props just to look at, but I can't sit down. Whee! And look around my surroundings. Okay. So that's all I've got in my living quarters right there. So let's go back in here. And I've got this thing tubed out right now. Look at that. Look at that coming through. Bug. Yeah, I've got I haven't got too many fish in there. Unfortunately, it's the only size it comes in, but it is pretty big. I have got myself a vending machine, so even though I'm in the mode that doesn't eat, I thought, you know, that's just apropos to put a vending machine in here. And just a window looking out side. So I haven't got anything in here yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to use that room for. So here is my main part. This is my bioreactor, which I have some stuff in here to give me energy, a couple creature eggs, and a peeper, and a boomerang, fishy. And this is my trash can. I throw stuff in here that I don't want. And this is my biohazard trash can. And I don't know what I would put in there. I haven't found anything yet. Now this is nice. This is my battery charger. So if I'm low on, if anything that I'm using gets low on batteries, or low on power, I just go ahead and slip the batteries back in there. I don't have to make them again. Put it in there, charges them up in no time, which is nice. Bioreactor. Am I ready? Am I ready for what? Okay, so we will go over here. You can see I've laid down a beacon, I'll tell you. See, that area I haven't connected yet. So we'll go outside. Oh, I got to show Eric my coffee machine. Here's my coffee machine, man. and it's right when I come in, so I can make coffee. So is this playing? Hey, Colt, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're playing Subnautica. So is this pretty smooth for you guys? Like I said, I'm still kind of experimenting with Twitch. So like I said, this is my moon pool. This is where I keep my ship right here. See, there we go. My sea moth. I've got an upgrade right now, which allows me to go down to 300 feet instead of just 200, which is nice. But I need the rest of them. But anyway, my sea moth is there. And let's see what else. Now this is, let's just go right over here and take a look at my Cyclops. The SS Old Nerd. That is my Cyclops. This thing, like I said, it's like driving a bus. One person manning this huge monstrosity, and it's just like, I've got to be very careful not to hit anything when I'm going out. Smooth so far. Good. Tony Oldner, did you see the new Jack in the Box news? I don't know, Colt. Fill me in and I'll let you know whether I saw it or not. Okay, this... See, I've got, like I said, I've got tubes all over the place. Right here, I've got a grow bed. And what I need to do is I need to find the aerogel. So I need to find these creatures that have like gel sacks, and I need to harvest from them. And then I plant it in there, and it makes aerogel, which is a component to make my prawn. So that's what I'm doing right there. Hold on. So let me get in here. Oh, okay. I just connected this, so I'm trying to find my way around. Okay. Old Nerd sub. Right on. Okay, so this right here, I can do all kinds of groovy stuff. So, like, I can scan for these different materials. And it'll go ahead and scan for them and tell me where they are so I can get a location. I've actually got a chip in here. This is a scanner room HUD chip. So what it does is if it scans and finds something, I can go outside swimming and I can still see where it told me it is, since it's on my HUD now. Okay, I've only got one camera built in, but this camera right here, see, I can actually maneuver this camera from the scanner room. So if I want to go hunting for stuff, I can just take, I'm just taking the camera out. I am still in the scanner room, and I'm just taking the camera out. And so I can hunt for stuff without actually being out, which is kind of cool. That will come in handy. So let me go ahead and put this back in to its place. Right in that slot there. Go in. Bink. Okay. There, now I'm inside again. What controller for PC gaming are you using? What I use, actually, I must have put it someplace else, but it's the Xbox 360. It's a wired, but it's an Xbox 360 controller. And it works really well for every game except for Rocket League. For some reason, it won't work on Rocket League. You know, the rapper Snoop Dogg, Jack in the Box, is partnering with Snoop Dogg and making a new late-night munchie menu for all the pot smokers and cannabis people since January 1st. Oh, okay. No, I have not heard of that. I did not know that, but now I do. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'll tell you about that. Let's go ahead and get my sea moth here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Ow, I hit the top. Okay. Anyway, this beacon over here, way over there, is the area that has a huge wreck, but it's like 350 meters below the surface, and my sea moth can only go 300. But I wanted to find it, so what I did is I found the I found the coordinates. See, I can hit F1 and it gives me the coordinates, as you can see, where camera world POS. Oh wait, no, camera world forward. That is the coordinates. Is that the coordinates? No. Player world where's the coordinates? I'm trying to figure out what the coordinates are. Camera world POS. That is where the coordinates are. So I found the coordinates. Oh, sorry about that. I found the coordinates, and what I did is I went and dropped a beacon. So that way, I'm gonna obviously have to take the Cyclops to get down there. But you know, at least I wanted to be able to find it easily. So I just went out to the coordinates, dropped a beacon, and now I know where the location of the wreckage is, but I need to take the Cyclops in order to get it. Now, my brother-in-law just told me coordinates for the gel sacks. This game is so cool. You're right. I just heard it on the news this morning since I live in San Diego and Jack in the Box headquarters. Oh, okay. So breaking news there. Do you have a Regal Theater where you live? No. Well, I may. I don't know. Most of what we have around here is the Cinetopia. But I'm not sure. I know there's a theater, a smaller theater close to me. And I'm not sure if it's a Regal or not. Now, see, the nice thing about being in a Seamoth is that I've got, I don't have to worry about, losing my air. When I'm swimming, I have to come up for air. But when I'm in my Seamoth, I don't. Also, this protects me from some creatures that would bite my butt off otherwise. Really like the game graphics. They are good, and this is still in early access. It was supposed to come out of early access in November, is what they were saying, but it still hasn't. So maybe early January? I don't know. But I mean, they continue to work on it. I mean, it's such a very cool game. Did you see my new? I did. I went ahead and hearted it. I did. Vengeance. Okay, so now that's a big fart butt. He doesn't attack, but he usually gets scared. And what he does is he emits these little fart things out of his bubble butt. And if I'm outside my Seamoth, then it chokes. It chokes me. It's kind of like Vengeance. When Vengeance farts, it chokes me. See, let me see if he'll get scared here. Yep, there he is. See, he freaked out, ran away, and left these little fart modules to choke me. They're not going to hurt me because I'm in my Seamoth, though. But usually I would choke on them. If you do have a Regal Theater, they have the Cheetos popcorn. I saw Ian K from Peep This Out do something. I didn't watch the video, but I heard about it. Bubble butt. That's right. Big fart bubble butt. Okay, I don't want to go for the beacon. Let me see if I can find the coordinates that Ken told me. Let's see, 316.90. Okay, minus 316. See, this is the coordinates I really have to look for. The 99, the coordinate in the middle, means the depth. So that's just how deep it is, which is not a problem for a Seamoth, even without the upgrade. The guitar is a classical guitar, which means it has nylon strings instead of steel. Nice. It was very pretty. I liked it. So minus 316, minus 690. That's what I'm going for. So let me see where I am right now. Minus 22. Minus 3. Now he said there's warpers. I hate warpers. Warpers are scary because what these things will do is they'll just suddenly appear and they'll warp you and them into a different location. So like if I'm up on shore, coming close to shore in the water, they'll warp me further out to sea, warp themselves the same place and attack me. They're scary. They make me scream like a little girl. Okay, so what did I say? Minus 316, minus 690. I really am. Okay, so I'm going up now. Sometimes it's really difficult to... Where's the Aurora? I'm trying to kind of get my bearings. Okay, there's the Aurora right there. So I'm going in back of the Aurora. And there's a big, ugly, mean old fish. I don't think it's very far out. It doesn't look like. 316. And I'm going up to 200 already. I don't like warpers. Anyhow, how was my Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? It was very good. Just kind of hung out. Kind of hung out. Okay, so 316. This scares me. Especially when it gets kind of murky here. It's really difficult to see. That right there is the sound of one of these big dudes that do absolutely nothing except float around. And like other creatures will build their houses on him. It's really funny looking. Okay, so 316. I'm going slow because I'm terrified. I really am. Okay, 316. I'm trying to stay up near the surface too. See, now these guys, they usually can hurt me, but since I'm in my sea moth, they can't do anything. What they tend to do is they like to grab. See, they like to grab pieces of metal, and they'll just drag them around and play with them all day. Unless, of course, they see you, then they'll attack you. Okay, so... But like I said, they can't hurt me in here. Even though I can hear him. There he is. You see, he's trying to attack me, and he's not doing any damage, as you can see. Oh, you're such a big meanie. See, that scrap metal is good. I can make that into different elements. Okay, 316. I'm trying to say 316. What was the other one? 316, 690. I'm getting close to that too. Wait. All of a sudden hold on. No, now I'm going down. I got turned around. 316, 690. Am I ready for the new year? Sure am. Plans for the new year. Try and kick things into high gear. On the Old Nerd Reviews channel. And Old Nerd Entertainment. 3. Okay, I'm at 3. I hear an electrical dude. Those guys can hurt me. They can do damage to my ship. I don't see him though. Okay, so that's... I should have made another beacon. That's what I should have done. Okay, 316, which is about right there, but where would 690 be? See, that's going down. Laser gun would be... Yeah, really, tell me about it. I mean, I have got this weapon that what it'll do is it'll freeze them, like these guys right here. I'll freeze them, and then I'll go up and take my knife to them, and it will kill them, even though it doesn't like... It doesn't look like it kills them. They like fall and flop around and stuff, but that's it. But it does disable them indefinitely. And the prawn suit, when I get it, does have torpedoes on it, which is surprising for this game. Because, I mean, they really don't give you any weapons at all. Okay, I'm getting a little too far away. I hate the coordinates thing. I really do. See, 316. Oh! No. See, those are sand sharks down there. That right there is one of those big guys. And like I said, they just float around. They don't harm you or anything. They don't really even care. 2018 to be a great year, and yeah, me too. A lot better than 2017. 2017 pretty much sucked for me. Ramen soup sounds so good right now. Hey, I had some ramen today, and what I like the shrimp flavor. You know, just the cheapy stuff. But I put some allspice some Asian allspice in it. That really enhanced the flavor. I'm going to start doing that all the time. It's really good. But that's what I had for lunch. Okay, so 316. You know, no. I was going to say, I wonder if it's where the big wreck is, but then I'm getting too far away. See, 690. It gets, for me, it's really awkward. See, that's getting way up further. I'm not sure exactly where to go from here. So if I can just maintain that 316. I hate hearing that electrical sound. It freaks me out because I don't know where those guys are. And that's why I'm staying close to the surface. They're somewhere down there. Uh-oh. Did I see something? No. Okay. Whew. Don't you think the American ramen noodles taste like cardboard? It really depends on what you get. I mean, if you get the cheapy ones at the stores for like a quarter and crap like that, they don't taste like cardboard, but, you know, they're just kind of, they tend to give me heartburn. That's why I go for the shrimp, because the shrimp really doesn't. But if you go for the more expensive stuff at like some Asian store that you get for like $1 and more, then you get in some fairly quality ramen. It really depends on what it is and how much you're willing to spend on it. Yeah, this 2017 did suck. Yeah, well, that's not good that it all sucked for all of us. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out exactly where to go. Oh, I wish Ken had told me. Wonder if he's still in game. Let's see, Ken. See, I kind of like the compass. Am I looking for south, southwest, north, northwest? Let's see what he says. I mean, this'll kind of give me an indication, a better indication of where I am. You can see the compass up there at the top. I'm only 34 meters below the surface. And I only have to go 99, I think it said. Agree about 2007. Guy, everybody had a sucky year. Everybody had a sucky year. Okay. Oh, okay, what do you say? Head south by southwest. Okay, so I am south by southwest. So let's see if I can go further without disturbing. No, see, that still is making... Let's just go down. Now see, these sharks can't hurt me either when I'm in my sea moth. So let's just go down and kind of search around and see if I can find it. Let's get that out of the way. These little guys are mean too. They can't hurt me either, but I mean, if I'm out of my sea moth, they can take bites out of me. They're like little piranhas. Okay. Let's hope 2000. Yeah, let's all hope 2008 is better for us. See, now what is that over there? See, him saying that there's lurkers around here scared the crap out of me. Hear him bumping into me? Coming into me? Turds. That's how much they want my flesh. Okay, so this looks like a wreck over here. I'm really scared. See, this is about 90. So it's not that deep at all. But I need to... southwest, which would be here. Should I just go further? Well, I want to go here and see. I think I've probably more than likely been through this wreck. I mean, there's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been in here before. Let's see if I can peek in with my lights and see. I'm pretty sure I have. So I don't think I need to skim that and see if I can... I mean, that's a good place to find... wrecks are a good place to find resources and blueprints for making stuff. Okay, so let's just keep going south-southwest. And we'll just see if I kind of bump into it. I'm going to get some water. Well, wonderful, wonderful. Enjoy that water. There's a creature egg right there. I really haven't found a use for creature eggs except to power my machine. Give me some power in here. There's a lot of these little creepy dorks. Southwest. Some of these fish, I mean, not the piranha. The piranha aside, they like to slam into my ship and hurt themselves. They're kind of stupid. Okay, so south. Where am I going? South-southwest. Okay, this way. I'm going slow because if I see a lurker, I am so out of here. Do you have any Japanese restaurants where you live that make ramen? I'm sure we do. I couldn't tell you what they are or where they are, but I'm sure we do. I mean, Portland area, Vancouver area is notorious for restaurants like that. There's this one sushi place inside the Vancouver Mall that has like the sushi that's on like a assembly line, kind of like, and they just put it out and you pick it up. And I've never been there because I don't like sushi. My son loves sushi, but yeah, I don't know where those would be. Colt, no clue. Okay, so let's go further out. South-southwest. I'm trying to stay south-southwest. See, I may be going out too far. I'm really not looking at the coordinates anymore because I'm just hoping that I can bump into it. Oh, go get mean someplace else. I may have to turn down that heat. I've got my heater on. That's getting kind of warm. Yep, spotted me. Ow! Oh! He did some damage! I have never seen them do damage before. Holy moly! I always thought I was totally safe from those guys. He did 5% damage on my ship. You're hydrated now. Good to hear it. Okay, so this... Let's see. I bet you $1 to a donut. It's somewhere down here. 49 meters. See, if I can find some of these things, I can put them in my grow bed outside, and then I'll have... The other things to make a prawn suit are fairly easy, but this has escaped me for a long time. Golly. I hate when it gets murky. The deeper you go, the scarier it gets. I mean, it's just like real diving and stuff like that. It's just scary. See, this is 99, so it's not too far down here. What are my coordinates? See, I'm way out. 464. But see, I don't know. I may be totally off base. What's your favorite cuisine besides... I actually don't like Italian food. Colt, my favorite is Asian. Asian and seafood. I could eat Asian and seafood constantly. I want one of those guys in my tank, but I can't pick them up. They don't allow you to pick those guys up. I think that would be kind of cool. They're like little squid. And he's flopping around on me. See, I can repair my sea moth, but what the heck? See, that's way below 99. I'm not sure if those are what I'm looking for, though. See those light blue? I'm really terrified because what the warpers will do is when I'm in a sea moth, they'll actually warp me outside my sea moth, and then I just freak out. I just absolutely freak out. I don't know what these are down here. I'm really scared. I am really scared. Those are really strange looking. I've never seen anything like those. I'm kind of looking around, trying to make sure that there's nothing horrible. I mean, this one looks fairly... What are those? I'm pretty sure this is not what I'm looking for. What in the heck are those? See, if I sit here for a minute and I don't see anything come out to attack me, I'll get out of my ship and take a look, closer look. I think I may be okay. Okay, so let's exit my sea moth. Let's do an anchor pod. I have no idea what an anchor pod is. I don't think this is what I'm looking for. What the heck? What is that?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What the heck's going on down there? Is that like just like sand sharks kicking up steam? See, now the base of these things kind of look... Is that one? I think that may be what I'm looking for. Right here. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure this is it. What kind of Asian, any Pacific kind or of Asian? I don't really know. I'm not really a connoisseur. I just like good Chinese food. I've heard pho is pretty good. I think this is what I'm looking for. I'm jumping out and I'm gonna see if I can cut some stuff off here. Yes! Gel sacks! Oh my goodness! I got one!
Acquired.
Let's look for more. Let's look for more. And I didn't see a warper at all. Let's look for more near the area. I don't know if I need more or if I can plant what I just found and be good. Call it good. But I'm gonna go very slow. I wish I had a beacon. I just drop a beacon right here so I could get back real easy. Shoot. I can't believe I didn't make one. And I don't have any. Oh, come on. Don't make me go way down there. What the heck's that? There's some... I can always use that. I can always use quartz. That's what I do. When I'm in an area that scares the crap out of me, I will jump in my sea moth as soon as I'm done doing what I'm doing. I don't know if these are underwater volcanoes or what they are. Look at that. A lot of srirachas. So you're in the hot stuff, huh? You know me, I'm not much into the hot stuff. Let's go up over here, over the bend here, and see if I can find any more. See, I may be pushing it unnecessarily. I don't think these things harm me in any way. I think they're just kind of this biome here. Man, I need to find something else near the surface. Is that going to cause damage if I go through these things? See, now I would really hate to bump into a friggin' warper and die and lose the what I got. Lose the gel. I may go back. God, I really want a freaking beacon. I want a freaking beacon. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and go back. And to get here, I just went south-southwest. So that's what I'll do, is I'll just go south-southwest. See, I'm a good distance from my crash site. I'm just gonna kind of cruise slowly and see if I happen to bump into one. I think this is probably the start. I don't know how many Ken got. I don't think he said. Let's just go back, because I really don't want to lose this. Hi, sucker. My hot sauce cabinet is crazy right now. Yeah, I'm not a hot sauce guy. I think the only thing that I have, and I think it's old, I think I need to throw it away, is Frank's Red Hot. That stuff I do enjoy. Okay, so I figure if that's all I need, I should be able to plant it in my area outside. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the area I need to be. Hey, fat butt. Ah! Fish slammed into me. Slam into me, fishy. Shut up, you can't hurt me. Well, then again, I said that about the sand shark. That's not really that far, because I can see my base from here. So it's really not that far from me. It's just I've never been over in that area before. Do I like General Tso? I don't like it if it's too hot. I do like the flavor, but if it's too hot, it's like, I don't know. Okay, so let me go ahead and park this puppy. I can also park it in my Cyclops. So, like, if I needed to use something, if I needed to use my sea moth outside of my Cyclops, I could take my Cyclops somewhere with that docked in it and go from there. All right, let's see where, okay, let's just go down here. And let me see if I can plant this in my grow bed. Here's my grow bed. I don't know if I need to remove these. I don't know what their function is. Pygmy bulb bush. No idea. Okay, so let me go ahead. Use planter. Okay, let me switch. Okay, so I planted one. And that's a gel sack now, so I'm gonna have to wait. I might as well scan it as long as I've got it, so I can see the information on it. Okay, so go to tab. These organic structures grow on cave walls, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. This one I found outside a cave wall. The purple sacs which arise from the surface contains a low-density gel laced with spores. These burst from time to time, floating towards the surface and attaching onto the next rock face they encounter. While the gel sac is edible, its low density renders it an invaluable advanced construction material. Assessment, edible aerogel construction application. See, and that's what I'm looking at. Because if I go to my tab and I go to my blueprints, and I'll find the... Let's see, there's the prawn suit. See, that's what I need. Plasteel, ingots, not a problem. Enameled glass, not a problem. Diamonds, not a problem. Lead, not a problem. The aerogel was escaping me. So if I can just grow aerogel, off what I have here, I'll be able to make a prawn suit, and we'll be able to do all kinds of groovy stuff. What's your favorite fried rice, or do you like your regular fried rice? I really don't have a preference. I need to watch my air there. I really don't have a preference. Chicken fried rice is good. Let's go home aboard my ship, and I'll show you my Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I think I have the same tabanero that Tony does. Now I have the Walking Dead stuff. Oh, I don't have it here. It's in back on the set. So did you get the Walking Dead stuff, Vengeance? See, there's really not... Well, this would be... That's interesting looking. Maybe... Oh, I think this is where I put my prawn suit once I have it made. That would make sense. Okay, so let's go upstairs. This is the engine area. And see, this is Cyclops upgrades. So I can make depth module, Cyclops engine efficiency, Cyclops shield generator, sonar upgrade, decoy tube upgrade. And these are where all of the power cells go. That one's all charged. I mean, I've taken this out just to the point where I parked it. I really haven't taken it out anything further. Now this is where my... Well, no, that's where I was before. So this is where my sea moth would be. I was just looking from down up. So this is where my sea moth would be. I'm not sure if the prawn has a separate area. See, this is the decoy launcher right there. And what these do is they're creature decoys. Attracts creatures to its location. Can be deployed by hand or by submarine. Cannot be reclaimed once deployed. So, like if I'm in an area and I want some creature around me out of the way, I'll deploy one of these and it'll go fetch it like a friggin' dog or chase it. Oh, you got the Walking Dead edition. Very cool. All this talk about food is making Becky hungry. Who has WWE Pops? Are you talking the ice cream? I want the ice cream back. The WWF ice cream. They have $1 Million Man vinyl pop. Really? Oh, the pop vinyls. I thought you were talking like popsicles. I have... Here, I'll show you what I have, Colt, if you've never seen my pops. I've only got 2. Or wrestling. Let's see. Here's Brett. And there's Roddy. Here's my Walking Dead stuff. So, I'm going to have to check out that $1 Million Man one. There's a few others that I want. I would love to have Macho Man and probably Warrior. But here is my Bret Hart pop. Bret Hart, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And there is Mr. Roddy Piper. And then my Walking Dead hot sauce, my Tabanero Walking Dead hot sauce. And this right here, I want to be very careful with those. I'm never going to open them. No way. This is my Walking Dead Bloodiest Mary mix. And I'm not a drinker, so I mean, I wouldn't use this anyway. But just the fact that it's Walking Dead and it's limited edition, you know, there is no way that I'm going to open that ever. It will stay sealed forever and ever. I'll have to check out that $1 Million Man one. That'd be fun. Okay, so let's go forward. Oh, as long as I'm thinking about it, I'm going to make... Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, but I need rubies. I have no idea where to get rubies. I'm going to have to ask Ken if he knows where to get rubies from. See, the gel sack. Ugh, I need more. I may need more gel sacks. Entire gel sacks. Kind of looks that way, unless I can grow them. Unless they grow in there. But let me see about making another beacon. Let's see, where are the beacons? Fins, pipe. Let's see, where are my beacons? Habitat builder, flare, air bladder, dive reel, survival knife, flashlight, repair tool. I need to repair my my damage on my sea moth. Where are the friggin' beacons? There's a beacon. Copper, ore, and titanium. Oh, that's easy. So just one of each. All right. All right, so anyway, this is the bridge of the Cyclops. And right now the lights are on. Even though I keep turning the lights off to conserve energy, they keep turning on for some odd reason. This right here is the floodlights. I can turn that on and see it's a lot brighter out there. You may not be able to see it. See, there is a slight difference. It's hard to tell in the light. But anyway, I've got a fire extinguisher. This I put up myself. This was not there, but I figure, you know, I want to make it a place where I can do just about anything I need. And I don't need anything. If I'm in my Cyclops and I'm way the crap out there, I want to be able to fabricate stuff. I want to be able to get medical kits to heal myself. And I'll probably put a lot more in here, but that's the two primary things. But see, if I pilot the sub here, see, I can turn the engine on.
Engine powering up.
See, now this is, see it going up there. This is all kinds of different stuff I can do. Launch creature decoy from here. I can rig for silent running, to whereas when I'm going, it's very quiet, which would come in handy around some creatures. And then I'm not sure what that is. It doesn't say. I wonder if they haven't implemented that yet. And there is my compass there. But anyway.
Engine powering down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out in that thing yet. I need to make a beacon. So I need titanium and copper ore. And I don't have any lockers here full of stuff, so I'm gonna have to go back to my base to do that. Let's get out of the ship. They have Foley Pop, and they have Iron Sheik, and they have Kane and Sean. Now, I knew they had Kane and Sean. I didn't know they had a Foley, and I didn't know they had an Iron Sheik. I'll have to check those out, too. And Vengeance is in New Jersey with your family right now. Cool. Nice. So, just for the holiday? Just for New Year's? Did you spend Christmas there, too? Okay, anyway. Let's go in. Copper ore and titanium. And I think I'll make a number of them, because copper ore and titanium are really easy to come by. So I'll make 2 beacons. Copper ore. Take 2 of those. Oh, I've got some stuff to put away. Quartz. Let's put quartz away. That makes glass. Okay. What's it telling me here? See, I haven't gotten the parts for a thermal plant. Not sure what I would need that for, actually. See, I've got only 1 of 3 parts for a nuclear reactor. Not sure what I need that for either. Oh, okay. I think it was just flashing on my modification station, because that was my latest find. Okay, so it's got all that stuff there. Let's go back to my inventory. My mom made a... Yeah, for New Year's and Christmas. Okay, man, I loved Rick. Yeah, definitely. Rick Rude. He was awesome. My mom made a yummy pork roll egg and cheese sandwich. That sounds kind of good. I love me some pork. That would be tasty. Okay, so let's go over to here to the fabricator and make this up. Where'd I find it? There it is. I'll make 2 beacons. Oh! Excuse me. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll take 1 of these beacons and I'm going to put it in my equipment room, because I really don't want too many slots of my inventory being taken up right now. So put one in here, and I'll take this other one, and we'll go back, and I'll lay the beacon down so I can find the stuff easy. And we'll just go south-southwest. Like I said, it's not very far away at all, which is surprising. Okay, let me go here, and first of all, I'm going to repair. I think I'm actually going to have to drop it before I can repair it. I don't think I can repair it from here. Let me see. Oh, I can. There we go. Okay, I'll repair it. That's 100% again. Okay, let's get in and go back.
Welcome aboard. All systems online.
Okay, south-southwest. South-southwest. We'll just go back. We'll drop one of these puppies. Pork roll. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Pork is a breakfast meat. It has similar taste to bacon, but slightly different. Oh, I know what pork is. Chinese pork is my... Oh, me too! I love Chinese pork. And what I do is I dip it in the Chinese hot mustard. Oh my goodness, I could eat that stuff forever. I know exactly what your love for that stuff means, Colton. That is so good. I haven't had that in forever. But it's expensive. If you try and get it from the store, it's really expensive. Okay, so south-southwest. We'll just keep on going there. There's a bug in this game right now where... Oh, shut up. Where some fish can get inside of your base. So you've got... let me see. One of them just swam past me. They look like... What the hell? Oh, I accidentally hit E, which jettisoned me out. Get me back in here. Anyway, I have one of those manta rays, not right now, but occasionally he'll start swimming around in my base. There's no water in there. He'll just swim around in the air. It's just like, seriously? Get this bug fixed. It's dorky. Put links in the stream. I don't think so. I think I've set it so you can't. But if you want me to see something, go ahead and put it on Twitter. That is your best bet. Chinese roasted pork is my favorite. I want some now. Yeah, you're making me hungry, dude. You're making me hungry. I just picked up some chicken pot pies from the store. I love chicken pot pies. I got some Marie Callender ones. It's not like the pound ones. It's like the ones between the tiny ones and the pound ones. It's the medium-sized ones. Those are enough for me. I ate a pound Marie Callender pot pie once. I was so stuffed. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. One of those guys. See, one of those guys, they're harmless, but occasionally I'll find them swimming around inside my base. It's just goofy. Okay, so south-southwest. Continue to go south-southwest. And I think it was just beyond the creep vines here. Wasn't it? Hey, Richard, how you doing? It's Richard Bale. We're playing Subnautica. I already ate dinner and you're making me more hungry. How can you be more hungry if you already ate? Okay, so I think it's right down here. Right over this ledge here. What is this? Oh, I hit the wrong button. What is this down here? Oh, I think it's just scrap metal. You can turn scrap metal into titanium, but it takes up like 3 or 4 slots, I think. Oh, those guys are scary. Those guys are scary. I didn't know they were down here. So I'm going to stay up near the surface here, so I don't aggro him. But see, it's okay. There's where I need to drop the beacon. See, I'm trying to find a safe spot. I don't want to aggro that guy. I don't know where he went. Maybe I went beyond him. Oh yeah, absolutely add me, Richard. You bet. I usually do not let people or converse with people on Steam that I don't know. So I'm glad I know it's you, because then I will. Okay, so let me see if I can find any more gel. Oh, okay. Those guys are okay. I thought that was one of the bigger guys that we just saw. Okay, this is a pretty good spot, I think. Oh, well, let's have him go away first. Okay, go away. Let me go ahead and drop a beacon. I'll put a beacon in my... Assign it to a slot. Let's go ahead and assign it to 3 right now. The habitat builder I don't need. I don't plan on building anything here. And I'll just drop a beacon right here. So let's get out and drop it. There we go. Okay, now I can name it if I want. I'm pretty sure I don't... Do I have to go around front? See, I thought I could name this thing. Well, regardless, what I can do is I can change the colors. So, like... see, there's all the life pods that I found. There's a camera drone. See, I'm not viewing everything. Otherwise, there'd be stuff all over the screen. Which wrestler did you think cut good promos? Ric Flair cut great promos. Let's see, who else? There were a few guys that were just awesome on the mic. When they let Rock do his own stuff without, you know, making him follow scripts, he could get great promos. Steve Austin was pretty good. I loved Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson cut great promos. There's somebody on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember who I'm trying to think of. Oh, can I just... Oh, it looks like I can just do all of them at the same time here. Okay, see, there's Beacon 1 and Beacon 2. So let's see... Okay, that's... See, I'll just go ahead and change them, one to one color and one to another color. So that way. But I know now I can just zero in on the beacon, and I know where I need to pick this up. Was the man of promos. Colt, did you ever see the promo that he and Jay Lethal cut during TNA when Jay Lethal was imitating Rick? Oh my goodness. I've posted it on the Facebook page before. That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Jay does the most perfect imitation of Ric Flair ever. And him going back and forth with Rick. Oh, it was hilarious. They have this woo off, and it's just funny. Have you ever heard of Kamen Rider? No. What is that, Richard? I have no idea what that is. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. Let's get a little warm in here. I just have my oscillating heater on. Oh, move Brett and Rowdy over there. Or Roddy. Okay, let me see if I can find another gel sack that's very close. I really don't want to go too deep. I mean, Ken said that it was at 99, and this is all... Okay, so see, there's the yellow beacon over there. So this is going to be the orange beacon. So you said there's lurkers around here. I don't know how far he went out. Oh, look for it, Colt. Type in to YouTube, type type in Ric Flair Jay Lethal promo or TNA or something. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness. It is, like I said, I'll go back and watch it over and over again occasionally. It is so funny. I mean, you know, Rick's throwing his shoe and Rick is, or Jay Lethal is dropping elbows on his coat like Rick does. And oh my goodness, it's just funny. The only other promo that I watch over and over occasionally is the promo that Rick did and Foley did in TNA, where they were facing off and they actually were punching themselves in the head and opening themselves up the hard way. That was crazy. It was really good though. Can I post a link? Nope, you cannot. I've got Steam, what the hell was that? Oh, just a school of fish. I've got it where you can't post links here, but go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, Richard, and post it there. Okay, see, now they're color coded, so I know which is which. So the orange one is the one I just laid. I don't want to go down any further just in case there's friggin' warpers. That's really deep. See, it's way below 99, like Ken said. Yes, TNA went downhill. After Hogan joined up, TNA started to lose it. Oh my goodness. When they first started, I thought, you know what? This is a solid contender. And this is going to make Vince have to do something. He can't sit back and just say, well, I'm the only game in town, so I can get as lazy as I want. When TNA came along, I thought, man, this thing is awesome. Friggin' the originals. Oh man, the X Division and with AJ and with Samoa Joe and Bobby Roode and oh man, Sanjay Dutt. Just on and on. I love that. Petey Williams, loved Petey Williams. It was really great. And then as soon as Dixie Carter and Hogan got together, it started going downhill. When they changed the ring to a four-sided ring, I'm just going, seriously? You're actually going to ruin this. And then once Jeff left, it was just like, there's nothing left. I don't know what that is down there. It's a wreck. It's a huge, or a large wreck. I'm looking out for warpers. Let's see what's down in here. Is there anything down in these things? Are they open? There's definitely some stuff I can scan, but I'm not sure if I have it already. I feel fairly safe down here. Let me go and scan this. Just scan around as long as I'm... Okay, oh, a thermal plant fragment. I'll take that. Oh, I got the blueprint for it now. Very nice. Very nice. Is there anything else close? I feel very safe right here. I'm really shocked that I'm safe. I'm still getting in my seat.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, teenage nostalgia. Absolutely, man. Just get on friggin' YouTube and watch all the good old stuff. I've still got some stuff. When TNA first started, I was actually living in Lapine, Oregon, which, you know, is like friggin' Nothingville. And very snowy and stuff, and television reception was poor and stuff. So I would actually buy TNA episodes on iTunes, and this was probably the last straw with iTunes. I had bought, like, I probably had a good 40, 50 episodes of TNA, old classic TNA, and my iTunes something happened. I can't remember. It crashed or something like that. And I lost it all. And Apple would not give me back my episodes. I didn't want my money back. I wanted the episodes back. And they refused to do it. And that was probably the last straw with Apple. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. But before I did lose them, I actually burnt some old TNA episodes. So I've got some classic TNA episodes on DVD reads that I burnt. Android. Obviously, for obvious reasons. Apple sucks my butt. Oh, Richard Bale, thanks for the host, sir. And it also says you're hosting me up there. See, I haven't gotten the little, like I said, I haven't gotten the little things that come up, the overlay on Twitch here that says when people give money or when people host or something like that. I need to put that in. I'll have that up by the next time I stream. Did I like Beer Money? I actually did. And I love Bobby Roode. See, the one thing, I love Eric Young. I love Bobby Roode. I'm glad Eric Young is still in NXT. Anytime a good wrestler comes in to the WWE section, if they're really good, I want them to stay in NXT because I know that when they go up to the main roster on Raw or SmackDown, it's all going to go to hell for them. And I'm glad they've kept Eric on NXT. I wish they would have kept Bobby and Samoa Joe on NXT too. And I wish they would have... I don't think they started AJ there, did they? I think they put him directly on Raw or SmackDown, one or the other. But those wrestlers should be in NXT and stay there. That is the one thing that Vince is doing right. Well, Paul is doing right now, is NXT. You know, keep that there. I like NXT. I like WCPW, which just changed its name to what? It starts with a D, and they hold matches or shows for free. It's over in the pond where you are, Richard, and it's great wrestling. It's good stuff. And ROH, I like ROH. I record it every time. MeTV is actually showing ROH on the weekends, which is awesome. I liked TNA better, but I loved WCW. I loved it. I don't care what anybody says, how mishandled it was, what went on behind the scenes. I loved WCW. And I've even got my original NWO hat if you've never seen that. Hold on, I'll show you. Unfortunately, it's the red and black and not the white and black, but hey, I'll take it. That is my original NWO hat right there. NWO New World Order. So too sweet. For life. Vengeance is now hosting me. Thank you for the host, Vengeance. You mean what culture? Yes. What is that called? Colt? It starts with a D. They just changed the name. It was WCPW. And what is it now? Wolfpack! Okay. I'm going to go down here a little bit deeper. Now that looks like it may be a part of something, but I don't know if I already have it. Like I said, I feel pretty safe, so I'm going to scan this. No. Okay, so it's nothing. Oh my gosh! It's a drill arm fragment for my prawn suit. Nice! Oh, I need 2 of those? I bet the other one's down here somewhere. I bet it's deeper. Crap-oly. Okay. Let's get into my ship and we'll go deeper. Oh. I bet you I can get inside here too. Oh, at first I thought that was more gel down there because it was kind of purple. What's... See, look at all this down here. Okay. I still feel safe? That's weird. Nothing to keep me from going down here. Thermal plant fragment. Wait, no, I already got that, so that should just turn into... Oh no! There we go!
New blueprint
I got the... So I don't need to do this, because this will just give me fragments now. What's back here? Scanner room? Scanner room. Oh, I've already got the scanner room. I don't need that. Okay. Here's my ship. Let's go back in. Don't turn your back on the wolf bag. You might find yourself in a body bag. WCPW got rid. Yes, Defiant. Yes, Defiant. Right. I always forget that name for some odd reason. I don't know why they changed it. I mean, WCPW was fine. What was the problem with keeping it that way? Okay, let's see what's... That looks like it might be another fragment to my prawn suit. Let's get outside and see. Oh, there's another... I think that's the last one I need, isn't it? Let's see. Yes, prawn suit drill arm. Sweet.
blueprint acquired.
I think I'm gonna venture out, be a little daring. What's this over here? Did I get all of those? Yeah, it's just making... Man, sweet. Okay, let's get back in my sea moth here. Castle Crashers. I absolutely have Castle Crashers. What a funny, fun game that is. Yes, I do. An edgy name for wrestling? I like it when they just keep it simple. You know, don't get edgy. Make your wrestling edgy. Make your wrestling good. Don't go for fancy crap. What is this down here? Okay, I don't think I need any more of those. No, they're just making stuff. How full am I? Oops. Okay, I've got room, so that's okay. If I need any room, more room, I'll just dump some of the non-essential stuff. That's weird looking. This right here, I don't know what that is. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. What is it? Scanner room. Okay. No need. That's not open. It's so funny. Can I go up inside? Oh, it looks like I can. Yeah, I can. Ow! That hurt me. Don't touch the electricity. Here, let's get in and I'll shine the lights up inside so I can see a little bit better. I do have a handheld light, but if I don't have to use it, and I don't know how deep this goes, but I also have a dive reel, which I can anchor like to my ship, and that way it just lays a line out and I can find my way back. I may do that. Let's go ahead and bind that to 3. And I'll go ahead and, just in case, I'll go ahead and attach that. Jeez. Wow. Holy crap. I'm just all blah, blah, blah. So, was that it? Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what it does. I've never used it before. Wow. You just... all weird ways. What is this place? Ugh. See, I've got a lot of air. You know, I'm gonna take a chance. It's really hard to see. I don't think I can... I don't know if there's any reason. I like it. I like that. You can find your way back really easily. That's really sweet. There is one big wreck that I really could use that on.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, you mean stream it, Richard? Castle Crashers? Yeah, I could do that. Do you like Jack Sabre Jr.? I don't know who that is, Colt. Do you like indie wrestling or do you like the big name wrestling? No, I don't like the big name wrestling shows. Like I said, I like ROH. I like WCPW or Defiant now. That's really the only two that I like. I am an old school wrestling guy. Let me see if there's any more. See, I think I've got a lot, but I don't know. I may have to go back in there. What is this? Membrane tree. Let's scan it. Senator defies neat categorization. It consists of more than one coral. Huh. I don't know if I need that for anything. It doesn't seem like I can pick it. So I don't think so. I think I'm just find out what it is. Do I like the Bullet Club? Depends on what formation. I mean, I really wasn't too familiar with the Bullet Club. I know for a while AJ Styles was heading up the Bullet Club in New Japan, I believe it was. But I'm not really that familiar with it beyond that. Wasn't ROH an indie promotion? I don't know. What would you consider ROH, Colt? I mean, I guess you may consider it. I mean, it's pretty raw as far as wrestling. It's not real fancy and stuff, which is what I like. You know, like I said, I'm an old school wrestling guy. I want you to tell the story in the ring. I don't want to have all these little crap things going on backstage and all this other crap. I don't want you to follow a script. I want you to learn to be talented and cut promos on your own. Make it sound completely natural the way it used to. I want them to bring back rules, because one of the reasons that there are many reasons why wrestling isn't as good as it used to be. One of the reasons is that they took all of the power away from the referees. I mean, referees used to be able to, don't touch a ref. You were not able to touch a ref. Otherwise, you'd get disqualified. You could get fined. And you could get fined, disqualified for any number of reasons. And what that made the bad guy have to do is he had to get around and sneak around in order to get around the rules. If you take the power and the rules away from the ref and from wrestling itself, the bad guy can do whatever he wants, and he no longer gets the heat that he could get if you said, you can't touch the ref, you can't hit people with a foreign object, you'll get disqualified, you'll get fined, and that's what got the heels the true heat that they deserved. And there's a lot of other reasons that I feel. The Attitude Era was the best. I love the Attitude Era. It was actually good. I still prefer WWF even before the Attitude Era, because another thing is they saturate the pay-per-views now. I mean, when I first started wrestling, not when I first started watching wrestling, but say when I first started watching WWF wrestling, they had WrestleMania, they had SummerSlam, and they had the Royal Rumble. That was it. 3 wrestling pay-per-views all year. And what that allowed the wrestlers to do is build a story and get the heat. See, you couldn't see the good guys and the bad guys, the top tier good guys and bad guys fighting every week on TV. What you'd see is you'd see jobbers. the bad guy come in and beat up a jobber. The good guy come in and beat up a jobber. And that way they didn't meet usually until a pay-per-view. And what that would do is it would build on a story all year long. And by the time they finally met in one of those 3 pay-per-views, as a fan, you were in such a frenzy to see these guys hook up. You would drop whatever they wanted on a pay-per-view. But now it's just like there's one a month. They oversaturated it. It's just like you're paying to see a match that you could see on TV. And it's just like they're always the top good guys going against the top bad guys on TV every week. That's another big problem they had. Oversaturation of pay-per-views. And that diminished so much. Have I heard of... Yes, I have. I have heard of Lucha Underground, Colt. What is your opinion on wrestlers who use steel chairs? Well, I mean, it's a good heel move. But, you know, in my day, wrestlers were able to, you know, it wasn't any of this back stuff necessarily, but, you know, it was toward the head. And it wasn't always a chair shot and bleeding somebody the hard way. You know, when I first started watching wrestling, it was Portland Wrestling back in 1978. And one of the top heels was Buddy Rose. I loved Buddy. And I got a chance to sit down and talk with Buddy Rose once. And he said out of his career, and he wrestled for decades and decades. Out of his career, he was only actually hurt once. And he told me that's when he actually walked up steel steps to the ring and he cut his leg on the steel steps. I mean, that is the true form of a wrestler. I didn't like ECW. I thought ECW was just crude and it was just people hurting people unnecessarily. A good wrestler will not hurt each other. They do such a wonderful ballet in the ring that you don't actually hurt each other, but you keep that kayfabe. And see, that's another problem. There's no kayfabe anymore. There used to be kayfabe all over the place to where a bad guy and a good guy outside of the ring, they didn't drive together. They didn't talk to each other, you know, in nice ways. They didn't eat together. They were completely separate, even though the locker rooms in Portland met into each other. They had separate doors. The good guys and the bad guys had supposedly separate locker rooms, but it was one big locker room inside. Nobody else knew that, of course. But even though you knew wrestling was predetermined, the matches were preset, predetermined, the wins were predetermined, they still kept the kayfabe to the point where sometimes it got kind of muddled and you weren't exactly sure what was real and what wasn't, because they kept that. Kayfabe is dead, and that's what killed wrestling, put a nail in the coffin. Do you have Netflix? I do have Netflix, and I have seen that on Netflix, Cole. But I haven't seen it. I know of it. And yeah, I plan on taking a look. Combat Zone Wrestling is stupidly violent. I'm not familiar with that, Vengeance. And if it's anything like ECW, I wouldn't watch it. Because I thought ECW was unnecessarily hurting each other. And you don't want to cut somebody's career in half. You want them to have a good, long career to where people are still wrestling today. On into their 60s and stuff. Not necessarily good matches, but they're still able to because they're not all crippled up. And, you know, if it had the crude stuff that ECW had, there's no way I'd watch it. It's unnecessary to do that. Okay, let me see if I can find another of those things. What about Rocky Mountain Wrestling? Rocky Mountain Wrestling, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'd have to look that up, Colt. I'm sure there's. I could find it on YouTube. I want wrestling to be like UFC. See, to me, UFC is boring because, you know, I don't like boxing. I don't like UFC. I like the storylines. I like the soap operas. You know, wrestling is basically a big soap opera. And I love that. I love the good guy versus the bad guy stuff. When they kind of started crossing lines, like when they made Steve into an anti-hero, it kind of started blurring the lines between good and bad. And that's where also where some of it lost its shine, is because they did that. So, you know, I don't agree with you there, but I mean, that's a personal opinion. So you're welcome to it, of course. Okay, Jiminy Christmas. This just seems to get deeper. I think I was really lucky to find that. Is this another opening? This looks like another opening. Oh no. Okay, that's something you can't get through. So that's just... Now I got my thing back, right? Oops. Yeah, okay. Okay. I got my dive reel back. What's this down here? See if that's anything that I need. Thermal plant. I've already got that, right? See, I need the nuclear reactor. Still. Yeah, I got the thermal plant, so all that would give me is like some
Welcome
of the
aboard, Captain.
it would give me some more of the titanium. You want wrestling to be real? Why? See, if wrestling was real, Colt, they would kill each other in the first match they ever had and they'd be dead. Because, you know, nobody can take that abuse in real life and live to tell about it. That's crazy. Have you seen the video of the guy saying wrestling is still... Oh, yeah, of course. That's a classic. That's classic. That's a classic. Did I try and scan that? Okay, that's nothing. See, I don't... Okay, I think that I should go back home to my pod. See, I'm looking for more of those. See if I see any more down below. Man, I was lucky to find that one. Look how deep this is. See that I'm almost 300 meters below the surface now anyway. So I was lucky to find that one. And if I can grow off just that one what I need in order to create the prawn suit, I'm good. Look at all the volcanoes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ooh, what's that over there? That looks like one, doesn't it? Oh no, it's not. Oh, you faked me out. Shoot. Do I think the injuries? Yeah, some of them are, of course. Like when Tripp, remember years and years ago, it was during the Attitude Era, I'm pretty sure, when Tripp tore his quad, that was very real. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, wrestlers have, you know, some of them have very short careers because of their injuries. Injuries are real. You know, the wrestling, the storyline, and who wins and loses are, of course, predetermined. But some of the wrestling, some of the injuries are absolutely, totally legit. I mean, especially Foley. I think Foley was really dumb. He's really crippled up now because of his insistence on doing really stupid things that he could have just, you know, just done kayfabe. You know, he didn't have to really injure himself in order to get over. But, you know, he was like kind of like an ECW guy. So he got it in his mind, and he just wanted to be this over-the-top guy that people, I don't know what his thinking was. I've never read his book. I think he's actually got 2 books out, so maybe he tells in there. Okay, what is this down here? Let's get out. I'm still looking for those warpers. Ow! I think the volcanoes are hurting me. Intermass sea moth. Man, I didn't think they'd hurt me from this far. Maybe it was a rock that flew or something. A burning rock. Man, there's a lot of them down here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my pod. Let me get my bearings. I'm really disappointed that I can't find more. Like I said, Ken said it was just like 99 meters below the surface, which is crazy because I'm at 140 right now. Maybe I'm just in the wrong spot for all the ones that he said. He said there was quite a few. There's one of the little doofy guys. What are those called again? I never can remember some of these guys. I don't think it says in the fish. See, that's the drill arm. Vehicle upgrades. I think there's like 5 upgrades or something like that, so maybe I'll have to come back. See, I want the depth module to make the Cyclops go deeper. Like when Undertaker... Oh yeah, that was real. When he threw Foley from the top of the cage, that was planned, and Foley took a big chance. You know, I'm with Ross. I thought he was dead. I thought he was broken in half when he was thrown from the top of the cage. But when the second time when they were on top of the cage together and Foley went through the top of the cage and landed, that was not supposed to happen. And you can tell it by the way he landed. He did not land how somebody who knows what's going to happen would land. He landed weird. And that was when he came up with the friggin' tooth in his nose and crap. That was crazy. And that was not planned. That was a weak top of the cage. I mean, you put 2 guys that weigh, you know, friggin' whatever they weigh, 280, 300, whatever it is, on top of a cage, it's going to weaken it. But yeah, that was crazy. Did you ever own WWE home videos like on VHS? I did. I actually had a number of the WrestleManias on VHS. Let me go ahead and go back home, and I'll show you what I have now on DVD. But I want to get back home. I want to look at the grow bed and see. I'm going to have to retitle this video Subnautica and Wrestling Talk, because we've been talking wrestling a lot. Okay. Hopefully these things have been growing and I won't need to get much more. I can just replant. Yeah, please don't try this at home. Okay, I won't. Oh, there's some scrap metal. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, he's trying to get that fish. Look at him chase that fish. He's trying to get that fish. Well, you keep chasing that fish. I'm gonna get your scrap metal while you're distracted. You suck. I win. I win. Let's not hit that. Let's go around it. Oh, I want the rest of those prawn suit upgrades. I bet they're in that wreck. I bet you if I went in there further with a flashlight so I could actually see, I bet the rest of the upgrades are in that wreck. I still have my VHS tapes and player. I think I've got my player somewhere. I don't know where. Okay, let's go ahead and dock this thing, first of all.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, it's so funny in every WWE. Okay. Okay, let me show you what I do have on DVD. Let's see. Oops. And got where is that? Is it over here? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So here's what I have. First of all, I have a pay-per-view. I have the 6 Sides of Steel. This is Lockdown. What year is this? Let me get my old guy goggles. I'll tell you. Looking for the year 2006. The World Championship match was between Christian Cage and Abyss with James Mitchell. And then they had the Lethal Lockdown match with Sting, AJ, Rhino, Ron Killings, Jeff Jarrett, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, and America's Most Wanted. They had an X Division Championship match, Samoa Joe versus Sabu. They had something called an Anthem match. I can't remember what that was. Team 3D versus Team Canada. They had an escape match, Chris Sabin versus P. Williams versus Alex Skipper versus Chase Stevens versus Shark Boy versus Puma. And then they had a World X Cup, Team USA, Sanjay Dutt, Alex Shelley, Jay Lethal versus Team Japan. Some names I can't pronounce. And a former partners match, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels versus Senshi. And then they had a arm wrestling match, Conan versus Bullet Bob Armstrong. Really. So that was the goofy match of the whole thing. But I have Hulk Still Rules on DVD. Hulk Hogan was a horrible wrestler, but he had charisma. But a horrible wrestler. Then I've got, how many discs is this? This is like 1, 2, 3 discs. This is Born to Controversy, the Roddy Piper story. So it's got like, it's kind of like a documentary with all kinds of matches thrown in, which is cool. Then I've got, I think this is 3 discs also. Yeah, this is Bret the Hitman Hart. Best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And then finally, I have the Ultimate Ric Flair Collection, which I believe is also 3 discs. Yeah, 3 discs. So that's all I've got as far as wrestling, aside from the episodes, old episodes of TNA that I burned. And I've also got a bunch of Portland stuff on DVD that I've burned from VHS tapes. And actually, I sell those online. If you go to portland-wrestling.com, You'll find the DVDs that I sell there. Great matches. One of them, one of the Saturday night matches was Rip the Crippler Oliver versus Billy Jack Haynes in a stretcher match. You had to beat somebody bad enough that they could be loaded on a stretcher by some other guys, kind of like a lumberjack, and taken back to the locker room. And if they got him back to the locker room, the other guy won. Intense match. Really good. A Christmas horror story. Not into horror movies. I like thrillers, but I'm not a horror movie type of guy. I loved wrestling. Me and my brother used to pretend to be one of the wrestlers. Yeah, I think we all did. Back in the Attitude Era, and we used to fight for toy WWF belts. Awesome. Back in the day. And we had mics to cut promos. It was fun. We made our ring of blankets in our living room. That sounds like some awesome memories, Colt. Yeah, Hogan had like what, 4 moves? He had like the leg drop. He hulked up. I mean, it was the same thing to win over and over again. And I'm surprised people really didn't get bored with it. But I've got to say, I didn't get bored with it either. He just had a lot of charisma, you know. And that's what he rode on, was his charisma. And, you know, when he went heel in WCW, that was huge. And he was actually a really good heel, too. I really hated him. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, there would be no WWF and WWE. Well, considering how it's turned out now, in its form right now, is that necessarily a bad thing? I don't think so. Because if it wasn't for Vince, the promotions, the territories would still be in existence. Vince is the one that destroyed the territories. Vince is the one that destroyed Don Owen promotion right here in Portland, because he bought them all up and he just drove them out of business. So would that necessarily be a bad thing? Probably not for everybody else. I think we'd still have some really good wrestling. A lot of wrestling to choose from. You know, because back then we had Florida and Georgia and Smoky Mountain and Memphis and just all over the place. Everybody had their own territory, and they all worked together. That was the cool thing, is they never pretended that each other did not exist the way Vince likes to do. So they worked together. I mean, we, as a Portland wrestling guy, we had Ric Flair in a number of times. He came in and defended the belt against Billy Jack Haynes, but since, of course, he was a champion, he had to take it back to Georgia. And so he didn't drop the belt to Billy. It was a time limit draw, so of course our good guy, if it hadn't been for the time limit draw, Billy would have won, right? And he came in and defended against Buzzsaw's brother, Hacksaw Sawyer. And my first match was at the Portland Sports Arena, and Don had actually flown Andre the Giant in. And this is back in the early days, back in the early 80s, I believe it was. So I got to see, the main event was Andre the Giant against a heel, Rowdy Roddy Piper, with his partner, Bad News Tim Brooks. And of course it was your typical Andre squash match, but it was so much fun. And back then, they didn't have barriers around the ring. They didn't have mats on the floors. So when they went on the floor, they went on concrete. And back then, you could, the wrestlers would come out and interact. That's why I love indie wrestling promotions. Because the wrestlers would come out and you'd be part of the show. You'd get up and I'd yell and scream, and the wrestlers would get up in my face and yell and scream. And it was so much fun. It wasn't like you went to a theater to see a movie. You were actually part of the show. And that's what made it so much fun, is you could go and you would know that you could actually be part of the show. You weren't just an observer. Yeah, I like the technical wrestlers too. I loved Chris Benoit. I loved Arn Anderson. They both had intensity and were great technical wrestlers. I loved Eddie Guerrero. Loved Eddie Guerrero. I mean, Eddie Guerrero had it all. I mean, he could cut promos. He was a great technical wrestler. He put on a great show. He had charisma. That guy had it all. And that's one reason why I really loved TNA in the early days, is they were more technical than anything else. And, you know, the X Division was cream of the crop type stuff. Watching Petey Williams and Sanjay Dutt and all those guys go at it was just freaking awesome. And, you know, they didn't have to be these top guys. They just did it all on their talent. Hardy Boys, I did like the Hardy Boys, but when they started the broken Matt Hardy thing, to me, that has got to be the stupidest thing I have ever seen in my life. I was really glad that when they went back to WWE, which I never watch, that they didn't have the ability to use the broken Matt Hardy. I thought that was a blessing in disguise. But now that they're back at it, I just think that has got to be the stupidest thing in the entire world. Yeah, Jim Ross. I loved the combination of Jim Ross and what was his name? All of a sudden, I'm just zoning his name. They both announced together in WCW. What's his name? And no matter what anybody else said about him, the combination of him and Ross were really good as far as an announced team. You know, WWE has a bad habit of taking really good wrestlers from other places and making them stupid. And Jim Ross, you know, he was somebody who talked down WWF, but when he became employed, all of a sudden it was the cat's meow. I think he sold out. And who else? They brought Jimmy Snuka in, who was a great wrestler. He was in Portland for a long time, and made him dumb. They brought in the Sheep Herders. You'd probably know them as the Bushwhackers, which was stupid. But when they were the Sheep Herders, when they were the Kiwis back in Portland and some other territories, they were probably one of the scariest, most dangerous tag teams around. And then Vince brought him in and made him into a couple morons. And anytime Vince brings somebody in, I know he's going to ruin it. They've done pretty good with AJ from what I've seen as far as leaving him alone, which is good. I'm glad they didn't mess with AJ. And like I said, when they moved Samoa Joe from NXT up to the main roster on WWE or on Raw or whatever he's on, I think he's on Raw or SmackDown, one or the other. I was really afraid that they were going to make him stupid, but actually they've kept him pretty good too, I think. Woken, yeah, but that's just to get around the legal thing. There's still some legality there. So Woken Matt Hardy, but it's the same thing. He's the same stupid character. He's just Woken Matt Hardy to get around the legality of not being able to do Broken Matt Hardy. Yes, and Jerry the King. That's who I was thinking of. Jerry the King Lawler was a great wrestler in Memphis, and when they brought him in, and made him an announcer, he was this moron that was just a sex addict and puppies and all this stupid stuff. They made him a moron. Bobby, I loved Bobby. Bobby was the man. Man, he was good. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Colt. When I was younger, I actually wanted to be, I actually thought that I could be a really good promoter. And I think I could. You know, I've never actually been in the business, but I think I've watched it long enough, and I know what I like as a fan. And I know what works and what doesn't. I've seen what works, and I've seen what doesn't. And all you got to do is go, okay, well, let's not go with what doesn't work. Let's go with what works. So Samoa Joe's on Raw, and Bobby Roode is on SmackDown. Yeah, I don't know. I think they've messed with Bobby a little bit. The few times that I've seen him, they've messed with him a little bit. Not that much from what I saw. You want to talk about stupid? Anyone remember the Spirits? Yes, I remember the Spirit Squad. Yes. But it's nothing compared to that broken Matt Hardy character.
Welcome
oh my
aboard,
gosh.
Captain.
That has got to be the stupidest thing, one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. I just think it's dumb. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this. Let's see, what can we build? Oh, I need to put my habitat builder back in my hand. Oh, I need to break those down too. So that is, let's go ahead and put that in slot 3. And let's break it down. The shards, or I mean the metal, into titanium. And see, each metal makes 4 titanium. Say 4. We'll just make the 2 metals. Now, I can make an ingot. I don't think I want to make an ingot. I think I'll keep it that way. See, I need to find ruby. We need to go back and see what's happening in our grow bed. Okay, so let's go ahead and go here. And I just want to see what this is going to look like. Okay, thermal plant converts heat to energy. See, I'm pretty good on my power. If you see right above the compass, it says 950 out of 950. I'm doing pretty good. I think if I were to expand more, maybe that, I don't know. At this point, I don't see a reason for it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Colt, is that, glorious thing. I think it's a little over the top for Bobby. Kane is finally back to... See, they ruined Kane. When Kane first started, he was kind of... It's like what they did to Abyss. When they first started, they were ominous. And kind of what they did to The Undertaker. It was like this larger-than-life guy who was mysterious and dangerous. And then, as soon as they took his mask off, when they first unmasked him, it was all downhill from there. Then, and when he started talking and stuff like that, they just ruined the character of Kane. Absolutely ruined it. And I think they kind of did that when they made The Undertaker the American Badass, when they did that persona. I think that started to be kind of the downfall to where Undertaker was still cool, but it was based on what he was and not what he was now at the present time. Just my opinion. And they did the same thing to Abyss. They're doing that stupid Joseph Park thing, which is absolutely ridiculous. And they just made Abyss, they made these guys who were mysterious and larger than life. They brought them down to a human level, and that ruined the characters. If I had to choose between the DX or NWO, I like the original DX back in the Attitude Era with Tripp and Chyna and Shawn and Billy Gunn and Road Dogg and X-Pac. I liked that DX formation. When they lost all the members and it was just Tripp and Shawn, that was stupid. But I liked the NWO in its original formation too. When they started pulling all the whole locker room into being either NWO white or red, it kind of lost its mystique. Yeah, the American Badass, it was a good character, but I would have liked to see them have somebody else be the American Badass, not the Undertaker. They should have kept him in his original stuff. They held that because China did. Yeah, you ask about China doing porn. Yeah, I saw that. I can't get over to allow or deny it, but yeah, I saw that. Or I mean, I didn't see it. I don't watch porn crap, but yeah, I heard about it. Did you see Kane was running for like mayor or city council? I heard something about that, Colt, and I do like Kurt. I do like Kurt Angle. Man, now he is a good wrestler. Holy crap, what a guy. What a guy. Here, no, I can't get over there. Hold on, let me see if I can go like this. Oh, okay, there, I can put that down there. I'm just going to deny that, but I saw your comment, Vengeance. So we'll go ahead and deny that. Well, see, that was the American Badass, Colt, is when he was on the motorcycle. And if they had somebody else do it, that would have been good. But they didn't. They had Undertaker. They took away his dead man and changed him into that. So no, I didn't care for it that much. Like I said, I might have liked it if somebody else had played the American Badass. That was kind of a cool character, but they shouldn't have given it to Undertaker. Okay. Let's see. What was I gonna do? I got the thermal thing, which I really don't see a need to. I've got that part of the prawns. Oh, that's right. We're going to go back and check the grow beds. What time is it getting? 15 after 9. I'm going to have to get off here pretty quick. But let's check the grow beds and see what's happening. Okay. Pick up gel sack. See, that really didn't do anything. I thought it was supposed to... See, that's what I've got growing there. Maybe I just didn't let it grow long enough. Because this is supposed to give me what I need in order to make the prawn suit. Which is... aerogel. So maybe it just takes longer. These things came up real quick. So, gosh, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it and see. See, I've got all of these, on top. Hold on. I'll show you. See, I got all the solar panels on here. And so that's what's powering. I'm so close to the top of the ocean that I really don't run low on power. I really don't have a problem. Yeah, I did like LAX, the original formation. Once again, when they brought it back, it was kind of dumb. They were trying to bring back something that was kind of that kind of ended. Chuck did the motor. Chuck? Who's Chuck? Mr. Kennedy. Yeah, I liked him because he had this smart ass attitude, and I did like him. I think he could have been a really big guy. One of the reasons that I wanted to be a promoter is I thought I could pick talent out pretty good. I remember seeing Rocky Maivia in his very first match on WWF television, and I looked at him and I turned to my wife and I said, you know what, this guy is going to be huge. And it was The Rock. He turned into The Rock. I called that one. There are other guys that could have been huge, but they blew it themselves. Billy Jack Haynes was huge in Portland, and he could have been huge in WWF and elsewhere, but the guy was a train wreck in real life. He was cokehead and a bunch of other stuff, and he is a train wreck. If you see him now, he has no teeth, and he's just this old beaten up guy, and I feel real bad for him, but he did it himself. He has nobody to blame but himself. He actually tried to screw Don Owen by starting a rival federation called the OWF, Oregon Wrestling Federation, in Portland, which failed miserably. And Billy lost his shirt on that. But it's just like Don Owen was one of the nicest promoters ever. I mean, you can listen to Jim Cornette, and Jim Cornette will verify that Don Owen was one of the nicest promoters ever. He never screwed the guys over. He never cheated them. He always paid them well, treated them well. And for Billy Jack to stab him in the back like that, it just shows what kind of guy he was in real life. Who else? Chuck Palumbo. Palumbo probably could have been good, and I think he did a lot of the same thing as Billy. I think he screwed himself. Oh, I love Punk. Holy crap. Some of the mic drops on the promos. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? He was awesome. I really liked Punk. I don't know if that looks right, Vengeance, but I know who you're talking about. I think I liked him on both, Colt, because he was pretty much the same character on both. You know, yeah, I think I liked him on both. Yeah, that was a good character. Okay, so I don't know what's up with the aerogel stuff. I'm gonna have to look on the Subnautica wiki or look in the community and see if I can figure out exactly what to do with this stuff, how long it takes, and if it's going to sprout me some aerogel so I can finally make my prawn suit. I was hoping to be able to make it tonight so I could show you guys and we could play around with it, because it's really awesome. Like I said, it has torpedoes. You can use it on land. You can use it in the water. You have a grappling hook. You have a drill that you can actually drill in to rock with it. You're pretty close to being indestructible in this thing and safe as a kitten. As far as who can attack you and who can't, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, though. I'm gonna watch A Christmas Horror Story now. All right, Vengeance. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, man. This was fun. And like I said, I will go ahead and figure out what's going on with the aerogel stuff with that plant or that living organism, and see how I can make my prawn suit. And as soon as I figure it out, we'll do another stream. We'll make it, or I'll make it, and then we'll just go and play around in it. Did you like Rey Mysterio and Chavo? Chavo was okay. He I don't think he was a top guy. I don't think he could have been a top guy like Eddie was, but Chavo was okay. And I did like Rey Mysterio. You know, it's really hard for a smaller guy to do a whole heck of a lot. You have a great night too, Vengeance. So, you know, his size really limited him, I think. He was okay. He wasn't one of my favorites. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. Let me save this to make sure that I don't lose anything. There we go. Let me go ahead and tab over here. So, yeah, I am going to let you go. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. I'm going to try and do this Twitch stuff a lot more because I'm really getting tired of YouTube. And if you don't know why, look at some of my chat videos on YouTube and you'll figure out. I mean, with all that, the adpocalypse stuff affecting everybody, it's taken a lot of money away from us creators, and it's not fair because we are the ones that make YouTube what it is. What about the Great Khali? No, never really cared for the Great Khali. Didn't catch on with me. Okay, so I'm going to check out. You guys have a freaking awesome day, or what's left of it. And chat tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Pacific, over on the Old Nerd Reviews channel on YouTube. Hopefully I'll see you guys over there, and I will let you know when I'm going to be streaming. You know, like I said, I need to do the Twitch thing. I need to set up a schedule, but that's probably not going to happen until the next front of the year, like in January, first part of the year. Okay, demonize, it sucks. Oh, yeah, definitely demonetize it. You mean? Yep, it sucks big time. Poor Matt Zion. They just demonetized all his videos, and he is just livid, and they're not even helping him out. They just, I don't know, YouTube just sucks anymore, unfortunately. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. You have a freaking awesome day. I'll leave you with the end slate to go away on, go off into the evening. Actually, okay, I've got an element in there that's going to be weird because I've got a chat element for YouTube. But anyway, that is going to be it. Susan Warsick, I don't know who that is, Colt. I don't know who that is. Oh, no, that's that Susan. Okay. Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah, the head of YouTube? Yeah, you're telling me. She definitely needs to, I mean, she is the Dixie Carter of YouTube. Definitely. Alrighty. So I will leave you with that, and I will see you tomorrow night on the chat, 5 p.m. Pacific. Take care, guys. Thanks for being here. Love y'all. Bye now.